Okay, we are back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Television Talk Show. Thank you so much for watching this show. We definitely appreciate that. You can find us on television, channel 182 Charter Communications, Abundant Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget the podcast on thenewscasters.com. We definitely appreciate any way we can get that word out there for you, especially when we have guests like this guy right here. His name is Pastor Gregg Loner, and I'm going to say, you're one of my favorite pastors.
Because you're one of my favorite podcasters.
You're you. I mean, you're the real you. So, I mean, that's what people are looking for, Greg. They're looking for real.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Well, I don't say that often, but I'm saying it to you. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
You guys do so many wonderful things also for the community, and so many events that you guys host. But I wanted to ask you a question about the blessings box. Okay. What kind of foods or items are you looking for donations?
Okay. So staple food items, things that will be able to be on the shelf, canned items, of course, pasta and maybe bags of potatoes, boxes of mac and cheese, all that's good. But, you know, every day there are people that are getting from it, and there have been times where I've even been out there and checking to see how things were, and there's been fresh produce that people have put in from their garden. So the sky's the limit as to what to do. So anything is welcome. It really is.
I'm glad to hear you say that, because sometimes, like, I go crazy at garden time. I love to garden. And so it's about time we start planting some tomato seeds and some of those pepper seeds and stuff like that. And I always have more than we're going to use. And so I'm glad to hear that, that you'll allow that, because some blessing boxes don't.
Right.
Produce is, fresh fruits and vegetables, those are so good for you.
Yeah. Again, ours is, people use it so much, it's not going to go old. There's going to be somebody that's going to come along and they'll get it. And we try to stress, if there's something that's in there that you're not going to eat, don't get it. Leave it for the next person that comes along that will. So try not to have a lot of hoarding that goes on, but that people actually are able to consume what they get from out of there.
Well, bread, you got to watch about the stability of bread.
Yeah. That probably wouldn't be a good thing to.
Crackers, though, crackers and stuff like that would be good.
Correct. Yeah.
Just look for expiration dates on your stuff. I think
do that. Yeah.
Would be a wise thing. Now, you guys have some events coming up. You want to talk about some of those?
Yeah, sure. So the biggest thing that we have coming up is Leon Everett in concert. His greatest hit of all time, I think it was #1, was called Hurricane. And so he's going to be in concert, and we're sponsoring it. It is a fundraiser for Mission Baptist Church to enable us to continue to do more and more missions and ministry in our community and beyond. So he's going to be there. Also, Kyle Antone, who's a Lakelands area country music artist. He's got some new songs out as well. You can listen to those on his YouTube site, Kyle Antone. That's Kile. Antone is Antone. And then Catlin Tierce, he's been around and singing at churches all over the upstate for quite some time. He's also going to be in concert. $20 a ticket. Again, April 25th, 7:30. There's also VIP tickets. They're $300 for a table of 8, or $40 a ticket a piece. So we're going to have a nice dinner in a separate area outside of the concert venue, but yet still right there on the property in that building. We're going to have backstage passes for the VIPs, meet and greet, signing autographs, sound checks. So just a really cool experience, and I think well worth the money. Country music and gospel music on that night. Um, Again, we planned all kind of things a couple of weeks ago. We've got WMU. I say WMU, that's an old Southern Baptist term. We're an independent church. I used to pastor a
Mhm.
Southern Baptist church or two. But anyway, we're starting a women's ministry. How about that? And I believe they meet. I believe they meet the first Saturday in February, if I remember right, for the first time. And my wife is leading that, Miss Nikki, First Lady. She'll be leading that. She's excited about it, and all the women are too. So if you don't have a women's group in your church, we would love to have you to come and be a part of it. There'll be brunch, there'll be um, a craft, and then, of course, a Bible study that's going to meet monthly. Other events, we do karaoke's around here regularly. We have concerts around here regularly. We do events outside of here where we encourage the public to come and be a part. We pay their way just to try to get to know them. If they come to church, fine. If not, we got the chance to plant some seeds of the gospel and just be good Christian people trying to be salt and light in other people's lives.
We know what it's all about, planting seeds. And so I
Mhm.
need to get you in contact with this guy. His name is Kyle, and he is with the professional wrestling, but it's Christian professional
Oh,
wrestling
yeah.
ministry. And you guys need to get together and put on
I
some.
would love that. I used to go to Royston,
Mhm,
Georgia,
mhm.
not too far from Abbeville, on the other side of Elberton, Georgia. And I would go over there on Friday night. This was after my late wife passed away, just to, I don't know, do something different, do something wild and crazy to get my mind off of my grief and everything, and had the best time. And some of those guys are Christians, so I got to know a couple of them. So yeah, I would love to meet a Christian wrestling organization. That would be
They're
cool.
fabulous, and I can see y'all getting together. I mean,
I would love. Yeah, you got to share that with me. Yeah.
we'll do that. So what they do is that, and it's clean. It's it's family. You wouldn't be afraid to take your family there, kids.
Yeah, I would say
And
my son would love that. I believe my daughter probably would too.
but I think it'd be a perfect match for you guys. And so what
Yeah.
they do is they'll have the wrestling, and then and I've heard Kyle talk about this. He said and he's the announcer, by the way. And
Okay.
so he said what'll happen sometimes is he said people are all into the wrestling part, and then they'll get to where they'll talk about Christ and those things. And he said you'll see some of them kind of rolling their eyes and kind of doing like
Yeah.
this. And then somebody will say something, and then you'll see them looking, and they'll be listening.
Yes.
So those things are really important because you're reaching
Sowing
people who
seeds.
may not go to a church, but
Yes.
something's going to linger with them.
Yes.
They go to something like that. So it's a
You,
good ministry, and you're a good ministry, so I can see the two of you connecting.
yeah, I want to do that. So do they go from town to town or do they?
Yeah, they do. They'll come to
Okay.
the church. Now they, of course, they have a place there. They have a facility too, but now they go around. So, and
Okay.
I heard them talk about one time going to Texas. So, and I'm pretty sure that they would love to connect with you, most,
Yeah,
most definitely. But y'all could really get something rocking and rolling, and
that's right.
it's just more way. And that's another thing. You guys remind me of the Cowboy Church. The
Hmm.
Cowboy Church. We used to go to the Cowboy Church when we were living in Alabama, and they were kind of like that. They would put on rodeos for the kids and stuff like that, and then the kids would come. And then you never knew the parents would start coming to the rodeos. And then next thing you knew, they were coming to church. So, I mean, I, I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't even realize that they've got an itch, and then lo and behold, you plan something, and they show up, and then you're able to scratch the itch. You know what I mean?
Well, it's kind of like Bible
Yeah,
school. I don't know how
yeah.
many parents I knew. Okay, kids would come to Bible school. Their parents never went to church, but they would come to the graduation to see the kids. You get your little diploma and all that from being in Bible school. And then you never knew us. A lot of them would stick. And then sometimes it'd be years later before they come back, but they would come.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's cool. I was in youth ministry for several years before I became a pastor, and to have kids that I see or friends on Facebook, they'll message and say, I remember when, and I be like, oh yeah, I do vaguely remember that. But to them, those times out and doing those things together were truly life changing, and it's a great feeling. It's all about just being with people, um, enjoying people, enjoying the fellowship, and just trying to lead one another closer to God.
There you go. You know something? We've got to go into a commercial break. Half the show is already over.
Yeah.
We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Everybody, these shows do go by fast. We'll be right back.
Queen City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer
yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Donna's Designs offers a line of handmade memorial, wedding, and keepsake jewelry that launched back in 1970. I'm a self-trained jewelry designer, and I will work closely with you to create unique designs you can love and treasure for years to come. Whether that be flowers that were used in a funeral arrangement or stones you found on the beach at a memorable trip, call me at 256-659-4319, and let's think of the possibilities.
Welcome back. We are so glad to see you. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Television Radio and Podcast Talk Show, and we appreciate you guys being with us all the time. I love getting email from you, Donna at donnasedge.com, Donna at donnasedge.com. Wanted to mention something else. Every Friday, we give away restaurant cards and gift certificates. So if you would like to be part of that, you need to send me an email, Donna at donnasedge.com, Donna at donnasedge.com. Or you can just like me. I mean, you can go on ahead and just, if you don't want to be friends with me, that's okay. Follow me. And that puts you into the drawing automatically. So we like to give away stuff. Greg, I love giving away other people's stuff.
That's cool. Ain't it neat that they let you?
Yeah, absolutely. One of them is honey baked ham.
I know. I love honey baked ham.
Oh, isn't that good? And they do these little lunches. They'll do like a lunch.
That's what we get, the lunches. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, they're good. But I'm gonna tell you what. Now, some people don't like ham. I cannot imagine a human being on earth who doesn't like ham. But there are a few of those people who don't. If you don't like ham, they have great chicken.
Yes.
And their turkey is like the best turkey. So there's always something you can like. And
I think it's a good portion too.
Yeah, they do.
On those sandwiches. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it is. Usually what I wind up doing, the sandwich is so big, I usually make 2 meals out of it.
Right.
So I'll just cut
and
eat half of it and then eat the rest of it for supper. If Phil don't grab it, sometimes Phil grabs it.
Really?
Yeah.
And then the little sides too. I think some of those are delicious. The pasta salad and oh, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I am too. I wish I
Go to Honey Baked Ham. Support Honey Baked Ham.
Why did I bring that up? But guys, we definitely appreciate you. We love hearing from you no matter what, but especially when we get part of that, get in touch with us. Gregg Lohner's with us right now, and he is a pastor. Guy loves the community. And so much community support from you guys as well. Let's talk to folks we got just a few minutes left about starting the new year. Sometimes people start a New Year's resolution. It usually pans out. A lot of y'all have already stopped your resolution already, and we're like half the month, and that's okay. And nothing says that it has to exactly be January 1st. And Greg, after I had my son, I had gained about 30-something pounds. Well, I had a New Year's resolution. I was going to go ahead and lose that 30 pounds. Well, guess what? After 2 weeks, I didn't lose an ounce. So, but I did lose it later on in the year, like June. Actually, I started losing weight. So a lot of times we get fixed on a date, like it has to be that particular date. But it's not necessary, is it?
No, I mean, you just do the best you can. Like is it the prayer? I believe it is. God grant me the serenity to change the things I can, accept the things that I can, or I'm not sure of exactly how that goes, but it's something like that. And yeah, the old cheer, put your mind and body to it. That is so true. And throw God in there as well, and you can do it. It might not be in the time that you want, but don't give up. Don't, for goodness sakes, go the opposite direction. If it's losing weight that you're desiring to do, don't quit cold turkey trying to lose weight and get yourself in poorer health. Keep trying, keep trying. Get some people or a person, and just one a lot of times is enough to hold you accountable. Let God hold you accountable. Pray to him, talk to him, promise to him, covenant with him, commit with him, whatever, and just do your best, because your state of mind, if it has to do with body mass and things like that, your body is going to function better if you do lose the weight or whatever it is that you're needing to do. So don't be discouraged. You can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. Nothing is impossible with God. Claim every scripture, cast down every imagination that exalts itself against Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ makes you more than a conqueror through him. So just quote those scriptures. You can do it with God's help, standing on his word and his promises.
Well, if you have an accountability partner, and I feel like you and I could be accountability partners with each other. So I don't think you'd be afraid to tell me the truth. And you wouldn't hurt my feelings if you did anyway. So sometimes you just need somebody that'll tell you. Before I had my son, I was craving salt like crazy. I'm just telling you. I would put salt in my hands and eat it. I mean,
really?
Have salt. So
did your blood pressure go up?
Oh yeah, it shot up like crazy. So the doctor didn't mind hurting my feelings. He said, you got to do something about this blood pressure. He said, have you always had blood pressure issues? And I said, never have I had blood pressure issues. Sometimes it would be a little bit low. That's just natural with my family. So, and I said, but I've never had high blood pressure before. He said, what are you eating? And I said, salt.
Said, out of my hand.
He said, you're salt. And I said, I just got to have it. I'm craving salt. And then he told me about this. It's kind of like an imitation salt that you could have. And I started doing that salt. But what really shocked me, and he told me the truth, and I'm glad he did. He said, that baby that you have in there, whatever you eat, it's eating. Mm-hmm. And when he said that, that's all it took for me. That's all.
Okay.
And I said, oh, I didn't know that. And I was just young, ignorant,
Yeah.
I didn't know what.
Didn't think of that.
Of course not. So yeah, I'm glad he told me. So sometimes people have to, like I'm the type, Greg, a building's got to fall on top of me because I'm doing so many things. Sometimes I'm not paying attention. Yeah. And so I literally believe this. If you saw me about to make the dumbest mistake of my life, I'm pretty sure you'd come to me and say, now, Donna, think about what you're doing. I really think you'd do that for me. And I would appreciate you doing that for me.
Yeah. We need people like that in our lives.
Yeah, sometimes people just won't tell us the good stuff. They won't tell us what we need to do to correct. Mm-hmm. But now I got to have correction too. I mean, Just
Yep,
got
we see that all through the scriptures. Iron sharpens iron, as they say, as the word says. Yeah.
So as we're talking about resolutions and stuff like that, so if somebody wanted to get into a Bible study, what is a good book of the Bible that you would recommend somebody just get started on?
John, Book of John. Yeah. I've always heard that ever since I've begun in the ministry. To start with the Book of John, and he covers so much. You know, he referred to himself as the one that Jesus loved. Like he didn't love the other ones, but that lets you know that he really had a heart after Jesus, and the things that he includes. Um, you can really, really know that it was things that Jesus wanted recorded because of the love that Jesus had for him and he had for Jesus.
Let me ask you another question. We got Valentine's Day coming up. You're an old married man now. So
Uh-huh.
what are some things?
Remarried.
Let's just
Yes.
let's just pretend that, let's just say you don't have a whole lot of money to spend. Maybe you're putting everything into savings or something, you know, planning for retirement. So what is something that you can do that wouldn't cost a whole lot of money that would be awesome for your mate?
Wow, you put me on the spot.
Yeah,
So
I know.
we
And I promise
we
you, she
had
asked me to
we
do
had
it.
our 1 month anniversary on Monday,
Mhm.
and I was shopping for my groceries for Miss D's deals, which I do in memory and honor of my late wife.
Mhm.
And I knew it was the 1 month anniversary. You know, I want to do something. And right there at Aldi's, I'll just tell the name, Aldi's supermarket, they had a dozen roses and they were beautiful. And I was like, hey, okay, let's do it. Went to Dollar Tree, got a vase for it, got a $100,000, 100,000 grand chocolate bar, put it inside with the card that I got also at the Dollar Tree.
Mhm.
Guys, it's the thought that counts.
It sure is. And
And you would
you
think that
did.
I had given her $1 million when I
I
came
saw it
in
on Facebook. I thought that was pretty awesome.
with all that stuff. So, yeah, and it's quality time. It's not money. It doesn't have to do with any of that. You know, some there are five love languages according to Gary Chapman. And I'll probably mess them up, but quality time, gifts, acts of service. Oh, there's two others I can't remember, but read that book, Gary Chapman, The Five Love Languages. Figure out what it is that your spouse or significant other, whatever, likes most, and try to meet that need for them. It's not about the money most of the time, unless their spiritual love language is being given gifts, then you might have to spend more than otherwise. How
I'm
about that?
thinking something I've always loved that Phil does, and like when I would take a business trip. Okay, so I would open up my briefcase. I'd look inside the suitcase, and I'd have to stay at a hotel room or whatever. And I'd look at the very bottom of that would be a note, and it would be a note.
Bill, you go, buddy.
Different stuff, you know. And so I was unpacking some stuff from the move, and I kept all those notes. And so
Yeah.
I'm a sentimentalist. So I was unpacking something, and I had tucked one in another suitcase. I guess just being in a hurry, I just threw a bunch of stuff in, and I happened to pull up one of those notes that he had put in my briefcase when I was going. And this is probably 30 something years ago. And
Yeah.
so I opened it up, and it was just like, oh man. And I asked Phil, I said, do you remember sending this to me? And he said, no, don't put me on the spot. I said, I did a lot of those. I don't remember exactly when I did that particular one, if you're trying to catch me. And I
Yeah.
said, no, I'm not trying to catch you. I said, I just want to I saved all of these. And I said, this meant more to me than you buying anything for me. It always has. Women,
Yes.
guys, women love little notes. I mean, we
And
just,
so Yeah. So my love language, the way to reach me is just like yours. And that's another one of Gary Chapman's things. Words of affirmation. That's mine. That's what that's what I desire for how whatever reason God wired me that way. And so that's what reaches me.
Well, just to say that you did a good job on something, and I know men and women, but sometimes I forget. But sometimes like our spouse has accomplished something, or maybe they lost that 5 pounds they wanted to lose, whatever.
Mhm.
Just say good job. I mean,
Yeah,
you'd
yeah.
be amazed at how far that goes.
Right, right. And it's amazing how each one of those are biblically based, but yet just like the spiritual gifts, some of us do better or our need for those things varies. You know, it's pretty cool.
It is just and then another thing Phil will do sometimes, and guys, women love this. Okay, so let's just say that both of us have been working hard all day. We've been recording shows all day long, and then I like to cook. I love to cook. I'm not so crazy about the cleanup. So sometimes I'll go in ahead, and then we've eat. Then I go in there and I start washing the dishes, and he goes, you cooked it. I'm cleaning.
Yes.
So, I mean, he just does that. It's just, and it might not seem a whole lot. Sometimes you guys may think, well, that's not much. To a woman, that's everything. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really, literally everything. It shows that you care. And we know you do. We know you do. But sometimes we just need that affirmation.
Acts of service. That's what that is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Just little bitty tiny things that you can be doing. Okay, now I know you've got a lot of events coming up. We've got about 3 minutes left in this segment. So let's go ahead and repeat those again for the folks who are just now listening.
Okay. So just check our Facebook page. We put our events on there. We've got a soup and karaoke night coming up. We've also got another one coming up. There'll be a bonfire for it. All kind of stuff. I'm not remembering too well right offhand. We've got the big concert with Leon Everett, Kyle Antone, and Catlin Tears coming up April 25th at Lounsville. So again, just check our Facebook page, like us, follow us, support us. If you'd like to monetarily, come and visit with us. So we have adult Bible study and children's Sunday school at 10:30, 11 o'clock. We have worship service, and every Sunday we're very unique. We have children or youth that get up here and sing just like they're adults for the service. We want them to serve, to sing, to be a part of our services. That's unique. A lot of people are amazed that we do that. Also, children's church is during our church services as well. So just check us out and share our post and come and visit with us. 4448 SC201, Alba, South Carolina. If you'd like to make a tax deductible donation, you can do that. P.O. Box 1045, Abbeville, South Carolina 29620. Or we have a electronic means by which you can give a donation on our Facebook page as well.
Absolutely. Greg, thank you so much for being on the show with me. By the way, one of those events would be a really good date night. That's how you
Yes.
yeah, date night. Think about that. But Greg, thank you again so much for being with us. And guys, thank you so much for also watching the shows. Definitely appreciate it. And continue sending email. It just really makes my day. Thank you again so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.